Hello everyone, welcome to Anirudh Prakhya YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss another Excel function, which is the Besselk function. You can see on the screen I have an Excel workbook open in which I am going to click on formulas in the ribbon. Now I am going to click on insert function and I am going to type Besselk. Now I am going to click go. And we are able to see that the function that we have to discuss today is Besselk function. Besselk bracket open x comma n bracket close. This is the way to write the formula for this function within Microsoft Excel. And this returns the modified Bessel function kn of x. Okay. So before we start using this as an example, we are going to go through how the syntax and description of how to use Besselk function. So I'm going to click on this help on this function link below. Now we are going to see a new page where we'll find the description and syntax. So let us study the Besselk function. This article describes the formula syntax and usage of the Besselk function in Microsoft Excel. Description of this function: Besselk function returns the modified Bessel function, which is equivalent to the Bessel functions evaluated for purely imaginary arguments. The syntax for this function is Besselk bracket open x comma n. There are two arguments: argument x, which is a required input for this function to be able to compute, and this is the value at which to evaluate the function. Argument n, which is also required for the function to compute properly. This is the order of the function. If n is not an integer, then it is truncated to the nearest integer. Let's go through some remarks where we get to know what to do or if the function returns some type of an error while computing. Okay. So if x is non-numeric, the argument x, if it is non-numeric, Besselk returns the hashtag value error value. If argument n is non-numeric, Besselk returns the hashtag value error value again. So we have to make sure that both x and n are numeric if we encounter hashtag value error value while using Besselk function. If n is less than 0, the argument n, we have to make it greater than or equal to 0 to make sure that Besselk does not return the hashtag num error value. Now we are going to look at the formula which is used to calculate or compute in this function. The nth order modified Bessel function of the variable x is knx equal to pi by 2 I to the power n plus 1 and multiply with bracket within the brackets jn of ix add I yn of ix, where jn and yn are the j and y Bessel functions respectively. So this is the formula which is already used if we calculate without Excel. Because we are using Excel, we'll use the function, the Besselk function, instead of writing this entire formula. Let us get to use this function and be a little more hands-on with an example that we are going to do now. You can look on the screen. There is a table which we can straight away copy paste into Excel and conduct an example, or we can type this and get to study this function as we type it on Excel. So I'm going to open the Excel workbook. I'm clicking on the Excel workbook. I'm cancelling this insert function for now because I have to prepare the columns. I'm holding the shift key and selecting from A1 cell to cell C1. Now I'm going to press Ctrl B to bold the entries or the headings in these three cells. Alright, now I have clicked on cell A1. I'm going to use Alt Tab to switch between the Excel workbook and the Excel help window. So the headings for cell A1 is formula. I'm going to switch to Excel workbook using Alt Tab. Here I have typed formula and then I type enter. Cell B1 I am going to type description. and I have typed enter. Now I am going to use Alt Tab to switch to Excel help window. Cell C1 I have to type result. So I am going to use Alt Tab to switch to Excel workbook. Here I will type result. Now on cell A2 I have to type the formula for Besselk functions. So we require the two arguments x and n, which are mentioned in the example. So I am going to click on the Excel help window and look for the values of x comma n. These are 1.5 and 1. So I am going to click on the Excel workbook. In the formula bar I will type equal to Besselk bracket open 1.5 comma 1 close bracket, type enter. I am going to switch to the help window. The result that we should get is 0.2773 So let's verify this result with the formula that we used with the Excel workbook and the result that we got from there. So I'm going to switch to the Excel workbook, click on cell A2, and the result that we got is 0.277388. Because this matches with the result from the help window, we were able to compute correctly using this formula. So now I am going to place an apostrophe in the formula bar of cell A2 so that we are able to see the formula. I am going to double click on cell A2. Also I am going to copy this formula, entire formula, go to cell C2, click on the formula bar, paste the formula there, remove the apostrophe and type enter so we can get the result again. Now after we got the result, I am going to paste this as a value. So first I copy the formula from cell C2, right click, go to paste special and paste values. So that is the result which we got. Now I am going to click on the Excel help window and we'll enter the description of this function that we used. So this is a modified Besselk function at 1.5 with an order of 1. I am going to click on the Excel window. In the formula I will type modified Besselk function at 1.5 with an order of 1. Full stop, and I will type enter. I will double click on column B to adjust the column width. Now we have completed this example. So I will click on the save button at the top of the workbook to save this Excel workbook. Now let's return to the Excel help window again and see if we had completed this example that we discussed. As you can see, after we have calculated and we got the result, we are now sure that we can successfully use the Besselk function within the Excel workbook, and we also know how to use the result, whether we can copy paste it as a value, as a formula, and so on. If you like my class about this Besselk function, please like this video, share this video, and subscribe to Anirudh Prakhya YouTube channel. Thank you for listening and keep coming back to listen to more Excel functions. Have a good day.